What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. Today I got a 2013 Kia Optima SX. This is not a test vehicle. This is not a rental vehicle. This is not a loaner vehicle. This is mine. This is my personal car that sadly I will be Ubering in. I really hate the idea of that, but it is what it is. Can't really do much of a review on it because I haven't really driven it much. I know there's going to be wind noise. It's a very windy day today. Nothing I can do about that either. There's my house in the background there. I know a bunch of people have been wanting to get a glimpse of it, but I'm not ready to do a tour of it yet. We've got a lot of stuff to put together. So this is just going to be a video of the car that I purchased yesterday. I got a really good deal on it. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, it's a 2013. This is the SX. It is the turbo 2.0 liter. Close to 300 horsepower, 300 foot-pounds of torque. It's got the 18-inch tires and aluminum wheels, tinted windows, satellite radio, Bluetooth, steering wheel controls, dual zone climate control. You've got a smart key right here, which you can either use the key, it's a push to start, so you don't have to actually use the key. Of course, leave it to me to drop it. You can push this, that should lock it, and you push it again, and that unlocks it. As long as you've got the key in your pocket, you're good to go. Pretty clean. It's got 26,000 miles on it. It's a little more than I would have liked it to have, but at the end of this video I'll tell you what kind of a deal I got on it, and you'll understand why you push the start button over here once, and that will bring on your radio. You push it twice with your foot off of the brake, and that will bring up your gauge cluster. And you push it again with your foot off the brake, that will shut everything down. Now, with your foot on the brake pedal, you push it, and that brings it to life. Got my GPS set up over here, and this is what I did for Uber. This is called a, I've done a somewhat review of this before. In fact, I don't even remember exactly what it's called. It's called a, an iClever. Your phone sets up in it here. That's my Uber phone. I leave it in the center console so as not to draw attention to it and people want to steal it. But when I'm Ubering, I will set it right here like this and lock it down, and it's nice and neat. And when I'm not Ubering, to keep it out of my way, I fold it back. I know it's not pretty, you know, like that, but it's better than taking the thing off all the time. This is a really great car, guys. I mean, I remember when Kias were junk. I mean, Kias were just like crap. And honestly, the Optimas have never been really that impressive to me. But things have changed. I mean, things have changed a lot. We've got a... I'm rather surprised. We've got a 4-cylinder under the hood. I was kind of shocked. You've got your paddle shifter down, paddle shifter up. You've got a cruise on, cancel, set, and you've got a... You push this button and you tell it to call or whatever. This will answer a call, that'll end a call. This puts it in economy mode. I haven't done a lot of research on it, but I'm guessing it changes the shift points of the transmission to save fuel. Trip and reset, this will change, you know, how far you've got to go. Your average miles per gallon, instant, average speed, time since your last fill up or whatever, time for oil change, tire rotations, which I just got the oil change today. You can get into your menus and use these to change things. You've got leather everywhere. I mean, soft touch materials all over, leather wrapped steering wheel, leather seats. These cars are just crazy, man. And as I was saying about the engine, under the hood, we've got a little tiny, looks bigger because it's got this big fat engine cover on it, but really it's a small engine. It's a 2.0 liter tiny little thing. 6-speed automatic transmission. Got your turbocharger way back there. Kind of hard to see, but that's it down at the bottom by that heat shield. And you got your intercooler and intercooler plumbing right here. That's a pretty good size intercooler. It really is. That's a decent intercooler. And then you've got your plumbing going back to the intake. This thing is crazy. I mean, it's close to 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque from a 2-liter 4-banger in a big car. And I will tell you straight up, it gets up and moves. It is no joke. Definitely quick, and you just wouldn't expect something like this from a Kia. I'm not really sure what the... I know T is for turbo. G, I don't know what that is, and the DI, I assume, is for direct injection. I really don't know what the G stands for. It's got this bumper cover protector right here. You can't really see it because it's clear, but it runs down and across for putting luggage in, and it's got a little decal. I've got the window sticker for it. Right at, I think it was $29,000, 28 or 29,000. It's not a year old yet. It was first sold in December of last year, so it's almost a year old. But I'm going to get to the nitty-gritty of what I paid for it, or what I'm paying for it, I should say. I've got it from, obviously, the original owner. They're financially distressed at the moment, and he was looking for somebody responsible that could take over the payments for him. He's not asking for any more than what he owes on it, which right now is just at $24,000. I did a book, the Kelley Blue Book value on it, and it shows up about $22,900, depending on condition. And I think that's a pretty fair estimate for what this car would be valued at. So basically, I'm getting it for what it's worth. It is financed, and let me tell you what kind of a down payment I had to give him. I had to pay this guy $400 down, and I made November's payment of $425. It's $425 a month, and that's it. So I have financed Kias before, 2011 Kia Forte sedan and a 2012 Kia Forte coupe. And I can tell you, the sedan I put $5,000 down on. It was a $16,000 car. I put $5,000 down. My payments were around $225 a month. My Forte coupe, I put nothing down. It was a sign and drive deal. Back then, my credit was capable of doing things like that. That car, I put nothing down. My payments were about $450 a month. Tags on that car were around $800, and some of the benefits of doing it this way versus a traditional financing deal is, you know, tags are typically not included. The tags on this car, I've got the receipt in the glove box, were $1,100 for the tag and title transfer fees, excise tax. I don't have to pay any of that. I mean, not right now anyway. I mean, at some point I will, you know, once I pay the car off, but this is all a legitimate deal. He is a legitimate owner. He lives in a very nice neighborhood, but he's had a couple kids, and the house is getting too small, and they had to get a bigger house and a bigger vehicle. So, you know, he said he decided to just let this car go to somebody that's going to pay for it, which I am going to do. So I'm thrilled. I love the car. It's $425 a month. I put $400 down on it, and I drove off. And I can tell you, with my credit the way it is right now, there's no way in hell I could have done that. It's just not possible. On top of that, I would have had to pay the outrageous amount for the tags, and I don't have to screw with that either. It's all been set up so I can do the tags myself. I've got the contract and all of the original paperwork, everything on the car. So guys, this is going to be my new Uber car, at least till tax time, when I'm probably going to take a little money and buy something cheap for Uber and turn this into my family car. This thing is awesome. I love it. And that's about it for the review. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, hit me up, and be safe, and Uber on.